Hi, folks. We are live, and we haven't started yet, but feel free to join in, and we'll be starting in a little bit. You are live. Hello. Just a little bit. I think you can go like halfway. Oh, yeah.
So maybe you remember.
Oh my God.
Not easy. Good. That's good. Watch it. Not long. Yeah. We're job as executive director for a 30-year-old professional theater company, Warner in so there you go. I'll be here a lot more. It's only oh, it was nice. I won't be great. I mean, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, yeah. Which is react. Yeah, we go way back. I didn't see that. It's been a long time. It's been 3 years. They never got a turn. And I think I'm not going to squeeze you too hard. Wow. You're retired.
like, I'm just, that's so, they're hard to explain. They're like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh my God, I have seen so many people. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, but I feel
No.
there's one thing that I did that was very piano that
I know, I actually will see that. All right.
I went to this store and I bought a wool. I was probably horrified when I didn't get it. I feel like that's my favorite thing. I love that one. I'm the one who got non-alcoholic beer. Well, oh, what? Oh my God. That's the water. That's the memory. Huh? Oh God. Yeah, I don't think it's covered. Yeah. Right? I think, well, yesterday it said for coffee. Yeah. Well, I was outside. I think that is like, you can pour. Yes. You can pour. I think so. Yes. I do vaguely recall that. Oh God. Oh. You have the market. Oh yeah. Trying to like, I already like, we're live. People are, you know, they're chatting, trying to get to the, Good. So yes, quite. Um, Lois, Mike. Oh, really?
We've got some people. Hi, everybody. So we've got a lovely poster that Heather made, and you may or may not recognize people in the photos, but we're still hanging out. We still have people coming in, and I have no idea when we'll get started with the actual program, but hang on and hang in, and we'll be starting at some point.
Oh.
That no. Oh my God. Wonderful. It looks like it's not a drill. Oh. No, I don't know. Oh yeah. No, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. If we could have our guests of honor come down to the table here. We are going to have a video message in a minute, so if you could grab a seat or kind of head to the outside periphery so everybody will be able to see, that'd be great.
But I gotta listen to him. Because he's a big boy.
I'm still finding people I haven't seen for
So on behalf of Wahconah Sunshine, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate Pam and Tom and their amazing run here at Wahconah. It's amazing to see so many alumni from the program here. And I think on those who are here, on behalf of them and all the people who have come through the program, I think I can share a message that speaks for all of us. You provided a home and a place for so many kids who sometimes didn't always have a place. And you gave us skills that are going to be with us for our lifetime. Just speaking personally, I don't know if I'd be a teacher without the two of you. The confidence and the desire to make Wahconah my forever home was because of you. And I think there are so many people in here tonight who have you to thank for their paths in life. And we just wanted to celebrate that and say thank you. We have a little video here.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything that graphics will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra mile. There's no people like show people. They smile when they come home.
Hey, Pam and Tom, if you're watching this and I'm not there with you, it means that it's a sunny day and I am helping to coach my son's travel baseball game, which is taking place in Shelburne, Mass. So that's why I'm not there today, though I wanted to be. If it's raining, then I'm there with you, watching this with you, and it's really weird and awkward. But that being said, I wanted to reach out to you in some way, shape, or form in the event that I could not be there tonight to first of all, thank you is not enough. I don't even know if there's a stronger word out there, but certainly offer my sincere thanks for everything that you've done for the Apollonian players for all of these years. And in particular, what you've been able to pull off in these recent years, dealing with obviously the move to the new building, but beyond that, trying to find a way to carve out the opportunity for students to participate in the Apollonian players in spite of us being remote, in spite of us being locked down or shut down and that sort of thing. You continue to keep the Apollonian players alive when a lot of drama programs around the country withered. And I think the spring musical was a perfect example of this breath of fresh air and this new life that you've been able to breathe in the program. So you're leaving it on sound footing, which is something that we're certainly excited about. You as people, I mean this sincerely. I love you both dearly. I have a long-standing relationship with both of you in various capacities. Pam, I never was in one of your classes, but you were my across-the-hall buddy for so many years. And I truly appreciated all the time that we spent together as colleagues. And Tom, you were my class advisor, along with Jim Stankiewicz, and I always knew that class of 91 was your favorite class. I know that for a fact. But I cannot thank you enough for your commitment to our school over the years. I think your commitment to our school, even into retirement, is unusual. And I think it's a type of commitment that is over time going to somewhat disappear. Not trying to be negative Nancy here, but I think it's unusual and I think it's special. And you should be proud of every bit of effort you poured into the Apollonian players into the school. So I could keep rambling on. I could keep saying wonderful things. When I see you at some point in time, I will certainly do that, give you both a hug and a thank you as well. But from the bottom of my heart, as principal of the school, as a former colleague, as a former student, thank you for being such a special part of Wacona. Have fun, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sue Ragusa, and I'm a Wacona class of 1999, and I was in the Apollonian players for all 4 years of high school. And I just wanted to say how grateful I am that I found an island of misfit toys as a home with the Apollonian players for my 4 years of high school. And it gave me the opportunity to find acceptance and grow a special set of skills that you could only grow in an environment like that, being resourceful and creative. And on a personal note, I also want to thank Pam and Tom for being really exceptional role models for me. Pam, you were one of my first women in a leadership role type role models, and Tom, you were one of the first role models, I think the first role model I had of another queer person. And later when I met Charlie, an example of a long-term committed queer couple. So I wanted to just say thank you, and all of your leadership and your love and care and attention really helped form me into the adult that I am today. So thank you, love you, congratulations.
Hi everyone, it's class of 2019 graduate, Anna Kat. I'm so sad that I'm not able to be present with you tonight, but to Mr. Town and Ms. Cole, I would like to thank you both for your countless years of service and dedication to the Apollonian players. As I worked with you in the old Wacona Auditorium for over 8 years, my confidence grew. The auditorium came to feel more like a home, and the stage was the place where I came to life and could truly express myself. You both provided never-ending support and encouragement, and fostered a love for the arts and theater within me. More so, you both demonstrated what true passion and a life of service towards others looks like. You inspire us, both in and out of the theater, to do the same. To share our talents with the world through performance and teaching, to bring joy to others, and to always pursue our passions. We celebrate you both tonight, for you have touched and shaped so many lives, including my own. I miss you dearly, and I send my love.
Hi, Tom and Pam. I wish I could be with you both in person tonight, but instead I'm sending my love from New Jersey. I wanted to let you know that you influenced my entire career path, and I'm so blessed for that. As I was coming home from a rehearsal of Once Upon a Mattress, which I'm in right now, I was reminded of a story that Tom told me once about how he got in trouble for having written in the memo line of a check, "Services rendered once upon a mattress." Well, I wanted to thank you both for services rendered to all of us that were part of the Apollonian Players over the years. We're so blessed to have you. Love you all. Bye.
Next, Brian Leach wanted to say a few words.
Oh, dear. They got no go.
Pam and Tommy, loved your Hulu series, by the way. Very good. Well, gee, this feels oddly familiar. Now, my memory is not as sharp as it was back when I graced the Wacona stage. Not this one, of course, the one you pancaked next door. And let me just say this about that for a second. Now, I love the smell of asbestos in the morning as much as next door. But this is really nice. I think it's a little too nice. I kind of feel like I'm here for a free lunch and a timeshare pitch. I think that schools should just slightly feel like a prison. Just a little. Keeps you on your toes. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, my memory. My memory's not as sharp as it was, but I seem to recall that Pam and Tom retired a while ago. I think I was at least there for one of the parties, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there, yes. And we said nice and funny things then, and we celebrated their retirement. But I'm glad that some of you who were there then are here now, because I don't think it took. I think we did something wrong. Maybe the Salisbury steak was not thawed properly at the Wacona Country Club. Maybe my jokes were too inappropriate. It was Wacona. They said, go blue, so I did. That was one for the old timers. But we met, we ate, we drank, we laughed, we celebrated their retirement, and we all went home. And then they just kept showing up. And I guess nobody wanted to say anything to them. I think maybe it's like they say how you shouldn't wake a sleepwalker or else they might wig out or something. Well, we didn't want that. Was it madness? Perhaps. Insanity? Could be. Dedication? In fact, it's the very definition of the word. I think that sometimes it's a little difficult to accept a sincere compliment for something you have done so well for so long, so selflessly. So when I heard there was going to be a microphone here, I said, well, I'd better get up there, because there will never be enough opportunities for me to tell them how grateful I am and how much that dedication has meant to so many people. Anybody who has spent any amount of time in the performing arts knows what the actor's nightmare is. It's an anxiety dream that you have that reoccurs, where, you might have one where your teeth are falling out, or you're falling from a huge building and you wake up just before you hit the ground. Well, the actor's nightmare is like that, except it's usually some variation of being on stage and being totally unprepared. You forgot your lines, you're under-rehearsed, you forgot to put clothes on, something like that. I have this dream at least 4 times a year, once a quarter. But what's really interesting is whenever I have this dream, it always takes place, without fail, on the old Wacona stage. Now, I think that's really remarkable. When you consider that I was in all of, maybe 4 or 5 plays there over the course of 3 years, when you consider that was well over 20 years ago, and when you consider all the numerous stages that I've performed on since, it's really a very small percentage of time, in retrospect, that I spent there. So why were the stakes so high there that my subconscious always places me there in the actor's nightmare? What was at stake? I remember one where I stepped out onto the Wacona stage and I got there very proudly and I realized I don't know what play this is, I have not rehearsed it, I don't know what the lines are, but it was Shakespeare and I had the gall to start ad-libbing Shakespeare. Hitherto, sire, this complete nonsense. How do you ad-lib Shakespeare? When Shakespeare ad-libs Shakespeare, that's why he's Shakespeare. But there's Pam, front row. Miss Viola Swamp was Mother Mute. There was another one I had. I was backstage, ready to go on for one of my entrances, and I missed it somehow. It's the biggest bonehead mistake you could make in theater. I thought, oh my gosh, this is terrible. How am I going to explain this? I feel so bad. But luckily, you know, the actors that were on stage covered for me, and I thought to myself, well, the audience can't possibly know this play that well. They probably didn't even notice. But I knew there was one man out in that audience who knew this play very well, because he had just spent the last 2 months directing it with great precision. So I said, oh my God, well, I hope that I can be forgiven, I can redeem myself. I went to go get a drink of water, and I come backstage, and I realize I have missed my second entrance. I just wanted to melt into a puddle and die. I couldn't believe this. I said, I can't. Now, from backstage, I couldn't see out into the audience with the lights and the darkness, but I could feel heat coming from a particular zone. So I said, well, I'm going to nail my feet to the floor. I am not moving. I am going to be here for my next entrance. So I'm ready, here it comes, and I'm just about to go on for that next entrance when from the other side of the stage comes Mr. Town, script in hand, performing my role for me, because apparently I can't do it. Now, I was mortified. Now, Mr. Town in his own right, as you know, is a very good actor. But he wasn't even acting, he was just sort of reading the lines angry. Well, Maxine, I just returned from the store and blah, blah, blah. Actor's nightmare. So what was it? Don't get the wrong impression from these dreams that we were severely punished if we forgot our lines. No. What it was, I think, is that through their example, their dedication was contagious, and they made you want to be your best. So the greatest failure that could happen on that stage way back then was letting yourself down. And in the actor's nightmare scenario, well, they're just a convenient stand-in for that. Every professional success I've had, I see their example at work. And it's not just me. When you think of the hundreds of students that have been through their program, thousands maybe, I don't know. I did drama here, not math. When you think of how many have gone on to professional careers in the performing arts, and even for those who haven't, even perhaps more importantly, they help them find their voice to become more of who they are. Now, I have to think that when anybody sets out to be a teacher or a coach or what have you, somewhere on that list of ideals, aside from the guaranteed fame and fortune, is that I will somehow make a difference in a student's life. They will somehow be better off for having encountered me. And if that is any bar for success, Tom and Pam, you have far exceeded. There is no award big enough. There is no honor great enough for what you've achieved. But a check would be nice. So in closing, I will say that we as a nation need to pay our teachers more. And of course, support the arts. And to my teachers, my mentors, my friends, Tom and Pam, I am so grateful. All the work, all the time, all the sacrifices you've made to be here for so many. It has made a difference. It has mattered, and it has all been so worth it. Thank you so much.
So as many of you know, one of the traditions just before showtime is a parody song, usually written to one of the songs in the show. So we have one for you tonight that's going to be presented by some current members of the Apollonian Players and two staff members.
Gather around the microphone. Get in here. No, they're just along for the ride. You up? You're good? We're good. Okay. Yeah, we're ready. The bins are all packed and are neatly marked with tape, and the costumes are put away. And all through Wacona, all the actors, second crew are coming out the first. Second crew are coming out to say, please stay. Please stay, but there is now a new crew, and they will see the show through. We say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, our readers say goodbye. We hate to see you go, and that's no lie. So long, farewell, our leaders said adieu, 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 adieu to you and you. So long, farewell, our part has been a ball. We pay about your final curtain call. So long, farewell, our leaders say goodbye. You leave me, I am say goodbye, goodbye. We're glad to see you go, we all will cry. Don't fret, don't fuss, the program still will fly. And on we sing this lullaby. So long, farewell, our leaders and goodbye. Goodbye.
It wasn't that emotional. We're practicing it. I was hoping there'd be a little girl to fall asleep on the floor. You know, we're always letting you down. You just
None of us can get down on the floor and get that. We love you.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
So much. That was beautiful.
You can have do we have fancy coffee? Oh, we have fancy coffee.
Yeah.
All right, if we could have you come up, we have a couple of gifts for you.
Well, I'm glad I love you all because you see my crazy cry.
Grown men do cry.
Yep. So this first one is from Wahconah Sunshine's boat.
Yeah. First.
I can't read it.
She's the English teacher. En appréciation de plus de 30 ans. Anyway, in appreciation of more than 30 years of dedication to the Apollonian players of Wahconah Regional High School, with love from the WRHS family and all the students whose lives have changed. And for the Colton Town, June 14, 2022.
See, I'm not.
In the new auditorium, on the entrance. And then we have something for you individually.
Oh, what's a little trophy thing?
Oh my God.
So it's, you know, each of ours has our own name.
Our own Tony.
For over 30 years of dedication to your Apollonian players, 2/14/2022. Okay. We do want to say.
Yeah.
You don't really think we're coming on the board, do you?
Mine are the first 10 pages.
Well, you know, we do like to musical parodies, but we don't really have the skills to have the accompaniment. It wouldn't be pretty to do the accompaniment, so we just decided to go to old poem writing. And now it's our turn. In '84, I showed up to do the drama gig. For 3 years, the program grew and really did get big.
In '87, I arrived at '87. My booming voice and big stick all set. I took the reins so Pam could leave and return with Jake. Bet.
Within a year, we added in the one-act play competition. Jake inspired our first show called Baby, and so began our reputation. 18 more years, we traveled for all the state to see the talent from the western part and how impressive we could be.
To defray the cost of competing across the state, we came up with new ideas to put on our plate. Dinner theaters, Calliope Cafe, and alumni shows galore. We earned the money, wowed the crowds, and left them wanting more.
We could not ignore the need to get the younger kids involved
and thus Stage's musical day camp very soon evolved. 28 summers of shows with kids playing many parts gave children in Central Berkshire a taste of the performing arts.
But of course, the main focus of our long 38 years are the fall shows and spring musicals, which fostered many careers. We take great pride in knowing our program provided a safe space, giving many young students a chance to grow at their own pace.
Of course, working so long together, many changes have we seen. 8 musical directors we worked with whose talents were far from green. Namely, Stankiewicz, Freeburn, Saluri, Desatel, Shanahan, Oliver, Hoffman, La Rochelle.
But only 3 choreographers helped us through the years. Early on, Anderson and Franklin received the praise and cheers. It was in 2005, oh, sorry, Vicki. It was in 2005 that Miss Vicki took the stage. As a result, our tap dancing renown became all the rage.
Storage was the biggest challenge we faced throughout the years. The constant moving of our stuff would bring us close to tears. We started with a little shack located backstage right. The building inspector told us to quickly get it off site.
That ain't no lie. We had to rent a storage trailer and put it outside Lower A. We caught a lot of flack, of course, for ruining their view each day.
After a few years, we tired of hacking through the ice. Plus, handling the moldy clothes wasn't very nice.
So to an offstage storage facility, our costumes had to go. But our sets and props and tech supplies were stored elsewhere, don't you know?
A few years later, Nadia was built, and we moved to backstage rights. But lugging stuff up that circular stairs now became our plight.
And finally, the day had come, the new school was finally built. At first, no storage, we were told. Our spirits did quickly wilt.
Eventually, we found some room, and then we packed up all our stuff, downsized a lot, and organized, so the space was just enough.
The set and props just would not fit into the brand new space. We had to rent another trailer and put it outside someplace.
Despite the moving hassle, it was the shows that kept us smiling. The dedication from every kid was certainly beguiling.
When we think back to all the productions on the Wahconah stage, 76 main shows, 19 one-acts, and 28 summer plays, we've really reached that age.
We're thrilled to know that Sean and Michael are taking up the helm. They'll be great leaders for the Apollonian players in their theatrical realm.
We'd like to say thanks for all the support we have gotten throughout the years. Administration, parents, faculty, and staff, to you we say, cheers.
The memories the program has left us will never fade. May the Apollonian players' spirit shine forever and a day.
Thank you.
Microphone is a dangerous thing to give a theatrical person.
So thanks so much, everybody. We have cake and punch and put some music on and enjoy your time. Thanks so much for coming. We love you.
invite you. Right? I still have my.
Let me know what to do with. Oh my God. Oh, really? All right, yeah. Keep posting what you do. All right. Well, it's still Park Island. It's about it. Do you have plans? No, grandchildren. I'm old. And I love where I live. I love that. 55 and older. Now the president of the social club.
I'll be helping Bill. And I won't be the boss, so you can yell at me. I want to know when you're in. Seriously. I know. Don't forget.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Not yet. He's going to be a junior.
Sometimes I
I'm talking to this boss. Yeah, he plays back. We know you're going to do whatever.
So, my brother
live in New Erie?
Okay. And 4 children with number 5 on the way in August. 5.
I'm always like,
I think they're August.
yeah, right? Oh, my God.
But they moved out there for South Hampton. So they, yeah, so I decided to move down there. Yeah. So that's how they don't love. But I'm in a community of people that know her. So there's just lovely people. Everybody watches out. And the president of the post.
Oh, fantastic. All right. You already got that. That's good. All right. See you around.
Yeah.
The show.
Are you really? I don't know. Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like during the live, you said it was a live view?
So we did a live feed. So, Jen Tebow Hoffmeister says, hi, and thanks. Kenzie Johnson, said hello. Elizabeth Hume said, thank you, and they wanted to make it. Eric Tomasini, hello from Boston. Sorry I couldn't be there. Hi, Town and school. Thank you for creating kids over the years. These kids, 47 years old. Ryan Dowling, sorry Ashley, I couldn't be there. It's recital week, so I just spent all day in the auditorium studying life. Love you guys. Monica Bliss, hi everyone. Wish I was there. Thank you. And best wishes for Pam and Tommy. Lou Lent. So sorry to miss this. Sending so much love. Jen Tebow says sending love and so much appreciation for the memories, the life lessons, and the lasting relationships. We'd love to be there, but the baby said no. Valentine's to give the heart. Nikki Rudolph says, I'm so sorry I missed it. My daughter had a game. So many wonderful memories. Thank you both for your dedication and commitment to us all for so many wonderful years. Love to you always. Melissa Parker says hi all. And then Lou Lynch says, where's the polka dot? I'm rolling in my underwear. Lou Lynch is Laurel Picard. It's Laurel Picard. Yeah. Okay. So, and that's at least the end of the comments for now. So, yes, we have people who have joined online and they are here through the miracle of technology.
Hey everyone, this welcome wanted me to let you all know that there are markers and paper on each table if you would like to leave a note to Pam or Tom. So please feel free and please you're encouraged to write a little something down so they can take it home.
Nice. You especially.
And lyrics. Brian began his career. I now have completed his master's in
All right, folks, I think that concludes all of our programming for this evening. Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good night.